What is up YouTube, Zara's here with a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a breakdown of this whole entire OpTic Halo situation where Naded has recently retired. Now, for those of you who haven't heard yet, Naded recently announced in the Team Beyond forums that he is retired from competing this season, and he's just moving on and doing his own thing. He's moving away from OpTic Halo, he's moving away from OpTic Gaming, he's moving away from competitive Halo, and he's just basically just taking a break. Now, this isn't very recent news. All of this happened about a day ago, but I wanted to wait to make this video just because right when this was announced, there was a lot of rumors going around and stuff like that, and a lot of the stuff that was really popping up was not really, official announcements, but it was more like just people making up lies about Naded and OpTic Halo. So I really wanted to wait until everything was settled down and these pros were able to make announcements so that way I can make a video on it. Now, right after Naded made this announcement, I automatically thought this is just complete BS. Not because of the fact that I didn't believe that Naded was retiring, because he obviously made the statement that he was, but I thought it was BS that he wanted to just stop competing, because Naded, I don't know him, like, personally, but I've known Naded as a pro player for so many years now, and I know that he is such a huge competitor. He's not somebody that's able to just easily put the game down and just like stop playing. He is one of the most competitive people I've ever seen in my entire life, and for him to say, you know, I've kind of had enough with this game, time for me to put the game down and just move on, considering all the money that's in Halo right now, it's just very hard for me to see that happen. Then when Naded started talking more about how his personal life isn't in the greatest shape, and you know, he is struggling a lot with a lot of family stuff and stuff like that, and it needed to really just improve as fast as possible, and he felt like the best way to improve his life would be to basically give up gaming for a little bit, or you know, put it on hold for a few months. Then I started to really understand that, oh, okay, you know, he's just, you know, struggling with, you know, life stuff. And it's understandable for him to, you know, put gaming down, because the fact is when you're a pro gamer, you know, you have to sacrifice a lot of, you know, personal things that you love, and family is one of those things. You know, a pro gamer basically is, you know, one of the most busiest people out there. You know, they're constantly, you know, scrimming, constantly practicing, constantly, you know, dedicating the whole entire day to the video game. So it makes sense that, you know, competitive Halo was really, you know, putting a lot of strain on both his personal life and, you know, his family and stuff. A theory that I was coming up with, though, was, you know, what if OpTic Gaming or OpTic Halo was forcing Naded to retire in order for them to just easily just pick up a new fourth while following these HCS Pro League rules, because if you guys don't know, there is a roster lock active right now, and none of these Pro League teams are able to switch any players up until that roster lock just stops or is put on hold or whatever. So this could have possibly have just been a huge, you know, like dirty way for OpTic Halo to basically switch up their roster and pick up a fourth that could possibly be a better fit for OpTic Halo, so that way they perform better this season. Of course, everyone at OpTic Halo is denying this. They say that this was not their intention, and they didn't even know that Naded was going to retire. So this was just as much of a surprise to them as it was to us. But I wouldn't be too surprised if this actually was some sort of dirty play that was being made up by OpTic Halo to get a new fourth, because they have been performing pretty bad in the recent scrims, and you know, they backed out of that whole entire tournament. You know, all of these things are basically pointing to OpTic Halo making this dirty play. But as an OpTic fan, you know, I'm not going to say that this is a dumb decision on their part. This is a very smart decision on their part. They're in a very special situation that not a lot of other pro teams are in, where you have a player who is willing to retire and willing to basically postpone his, you know, pro career in order for this OpTic Halo lineup to do better. So, you know, the way I see it is, you know, why not do this? It's not stupid, it's smart, it's dirty. Yes, it's very dirty. It's a very dirty play that's really going to make a lot of teams look at you differently. But, you know, it's not dumb. Of course, this is all speculation and none of this is confirmed, but it definitely is something that you should all take into consideration, considering how OpTic Halo has been doing these past few weeks. Now, the next step from here is who's going to be the new fourth for OpTic Halo. There have been a lot of rumors that APG was going to be the new fourth, and he's made a lot of tweets that basically show that he's very interested in being a new fourth. And a lot of OpTic Halo pros such as Maniac have also made pretty interesting tweets basically welcoming the idea of APG joining OpTic Halo. So it's definitely not a bad pickup for OpTic Halo to pick up APG. I don't know how his whole concussion situation is doing right now. I don't know if he's fully recovered from that and stuff, but it's definitely not a bad idea. Now, for those of you who don't know much about APG, he is a Slayer who is very, very talented at what he does. He's always been a very talented individual who could really help a team out slaying-wise, and that's probably the role that APG is going to fill in for this team as well. I don't see him taking on any leadership roles for this team if he were to join. I see him solely playing the role as a Slayer. Now, one thing he could really help out this team in is basically just breaking this barrier that this team kind of developed, where they kind of are split when it came to dealing with slow-paced slaying situations. As many of you know, Maniac and Straight Sick kind of just did their own thing when it came to playing slow-paced slayers, while Ace and Naded were really focused on, working together and really getting that team shot up. And this basically caused like a huge, split within these matches, which is definitely not good. So if APG were to join, I'm pretty sure what he would basically do is just go out and just slay. And that's what Maniac and Straight Sick want to do as well. So if you have 3 players on your team wanting to do this, and only one player who, wants to focus primarily on the team shots, it's going to basically force the entire team to really play this aggressive style. So I think this is going to be very good when it comes to handling this situation, because it's a lot better for you to just all work cohesively as a unit, focusing on one play style, rather than 2 players playing as one style and 2 other players playing a different style, because that basically just holds the team back significantly. Now, like I said earlier, none of this is confirmed, so we do not know if APG is going to officially join this OpTic Halo roster, but it would not be a bad idea if he were to join, because right now I don't see, if he wants to compete, I don't see any other team that's a better option for competing with than OpTic Halo right now. So hopefully, APG could join. I'm a huge fan of APG. I would like him to join, but we don't know just yet. If you like this video, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and make sure to follow me on Twitter. Hope you all have a great day.